There she is, all put together, cleaned up nice. I don't have its actual snare ready. That's the Janista snare. But these are Aquarian Super 2 heads, the ring version. There's also a power dot version. She's pretty. And there's the badge, which is just a decal, but this is a very, very baseline kit.
Todd, you're the cheap drums guy. Todd, you're really super cool, dude. Todd, you're the cheap drums guy. Your wife's kind of a prude. Hey guys, how's it going, eh? Todd, the cheap drums guy. We got a house full of people. Holy crap. Pardon me 1 second. Oh, goodness gracious, that's good. Look at that girl. Whoa. You're welcome. That is my lovely Premier 2032 snare drum, complete with brand new Attack Top Baron, because they sound great with wood. Brand new, oh, poop. Oh, no, that's right, okay. New Pure Sound snare wires. Oh, I'm busy. Got a lot of crap going on. And let me muffle him a little bit. But again, everything came in yesterday. And then all the guests show up yesterday. Can't do anything while everybody's here, of course. So, anyways, I did work on the Janista snare. And this is the Janista. I believe this is a 20... Jesus, these numbers are really driving me. That was a 2032. I think this is a 2060 something series. But this is a Janista. Red Blaze, it's called. It's kind of a black, it's kind of a light sparkly black with a bright sparkle red inlay. It's all lacquer. This is one of the higher end Premier snares found on their Janista kits. I wanted a high quality snare. I didn't have, out of all my snares, none of them are really high quality at all. I mean, they're all pretty much all cheap. So I did want to get one pretty decent quality snare. I don't want any more snares. I pretty much got everything I want now. So this was the last edition. I hadn't planned on getting this one, but it was a last minute impulse buy. This is my most expensive snare too. I paid $229 for it. It was in excellent condition, still is. It is beautiful, and I spent a little bit more than I wanted to, but it was about half the price of a brand new one. So there you go. So let me put him right there for right now. But as you can see from the little opening video, the Premier Olympic is all cleaned up, ready to go. Now the dogs woke me up at 4:15 in the morning. Yeah, I was pissed. What the hell are you gonna do at 4 o'clock in the flipping morning around here? Nothing, especially when everybody's upstairs sleeping. You can't come down here and play the drums. You're gonna wake everybody up, and they're gonna get a case of the ass on you. So I came down, I already had the Olympic down here stacked up. And since everybody was still asleep, I just proceeded to break it down piece by piece, clean it all up with citrus cleaner, getting all the fingerprints, getting all the dust off, and there was quite a bit. And removing the heads, checking out the heads, whether or not I should keep them or not. The Rezos were all stock heads, and they're surprisingly in excellent shape. So I kept all the resonant heads. I did take a hairdryer to them to just kind of tighten them up a little bit. Whether that really actually works or not, that remains to be seen, or it's up to your own thought process, I guess. But the batter heads were poop. They were the originals, and they had seen better days. One was even broken, but that's no problem. I switched them out. I bought 2 brand new sets of heads to go along with this kit. Both of those heads were Aquarian. Both head sets were also called Super 2s. There's a set, the Super 2, with the white ring around circumference, and then there's also the Power Dot, where it's just a big white dot in the center. Both heads are made differently for different sounds, so I'm going to see which one sounds better on this kit. And the thing about this kit, although everybody, when I did a poll on my community page, everybody chose this kit out of the 3. I really wasn't too keen on getting this one because it's not made in England. I was going to get the Cabria APK, which the 10, 12, 14 with the suspended 14 floor tom, and not, it didn't have legs. Premier was kind of, did that quite a bit, which was kind of cool. But it was all black kit made in England. But I opted to go with this one because of a supply issue. One, I've got a lot of sets of heads for my APK, which is a 12, 13, 16 combination. So if I got another 12, 13, 16, I'd be able to swap the heads to both kits. So now I've got 4 complete sets of heads that will fit both these kits, so I can swap them out and see which one sounds better per each. But again, I also bought a 5th set, and you'll see them later on in another video, but I have also bought a set of 12, 13, 16 Remo Color Sound, and they're just a 2-ply head, and the second ply is tinted blue, and I thought that would look better on the gunmetal gray APK kit. Not so much, you know, the reason I went with the color sound, not just for the aesthetics, just for the pleasing blue color, but it was just also a regular double ply clear head. And the hydraulics are a little too much for that. Actually, hydraulics I think will probably sound pretty good on this kit. But, so I actually have 5 sets for 2 kits, which you could see why I went and decided to order this one. But you guys chose this one too. And now that I started cleaning it this morning, as soon as I took the head off, and this Premier kit, when they say made in England, they're made at their factory at Leicester, England. The factory is no longer there. It's been torn down, and they now have their kits made overseas for them. This is a 1980s kit. The factory was still in use back then. However, like most drum manufacturers, Premier also bought Shut up! Talk back to me. They also bought kits from overseas, and for bulk, you know, beginner's kits, Ludwig, Pearl, all of them did this. And I actually, when I look at this kit, I can tell it was made like those kits because it's got the same washers, the same screws holding everything together. The shells, though, I am not exactly sure. They almost look like birch, but they're quite different. So what I assume these are is basswood. So I know Premier on their baseline kits, a time or two used basswood, and that's why I think these are. The badge, it does not have, of course, made in England. It has Olympic by Premier, this is kind of a cool badge. I like it, but again, it doesn't have the England, made in England on there. This wasn't handcrafted by English in their factory like my APK was. So this was made in Taiwan, but that's fine. But the more I clean this, the more I got my hands on this kit, the more I really appreciate it. And it, for as cheap as it is, it's surprisingly very, very well made. The tom arms are quite girthy, quite heavy, not like my other ones from those other kits that I end up scrapping. They're quite stout. And the finish is beautiful on it. There's a few little nicks here and there, and a couple of spots where the wrap on the bass drum might appear to be bubbling, but I swear to God, dogs. Sorry about that. Dog's a little antsy when I'm down here and no one's upstairs. it's just a beautiful, beautiful kit. Cheap, but beautiful. The Blase lugs, very generic, but that's fine. The snare, it did come with the snare, which was another reason I kind of opted to go with this kit. However, once you see the snare, I haven't done anything to this one yet. It's as it was, as it came out of the box. You've probably seen 15 different brands with this exact same snare. And the one thing that bugs me, and I shall change, is that it doesn't have a badge on it. So what I intend to do is make a photocopy of one of the badges here, print it out on photo paper, put a couple of sheets or a couple of strips of clear packing tape over it, so it'll make it thicker and give it a nice gloss, and then I'll adhere it to the shell once I get it cleaned up. Is it a real Premier snare drum? No. It came with the Premier Olympic kit. It's going to have a Premier badge on it. And I actually found a spot in England, a guy makes reproduction badges, and I was going to buy a 12-pack of those. The shipping was twice as much as the stickers themselves. I was going to get stupid. I was going to put a Premier sticker on that UFO drum I made. Merely in jest, of course, but still kind of cool. But I want to have the badge on there because I do have I have 7 slots here in my snare wall. I only have 7 snares. I have a 1036, which is the last thing I ordered. A Premier 1036 snare, which is a 14 by 6.5. She's a big, thick girl. She's the last one coming today. And with that, I have another Evans snare tune-up kit. And this will be another video when I do that snare. I will do a video with the tune-up kit to show you all you get with these. And these are a fantastic, fantastic deal. Look them up on Sweetwater. They're $76. There's 2 different kinds. Oh, wait a minute. No, it's not for my 1036. This one is for my Super Olympic, because I got a special head in this one. You get the ones like on my Genista I used the tune-up kit on the Genista, and it comes with a UV1 head, which is a nice head. This one comes with a Evans 56 calf tone. So it's kind of a older, nostalgic type head to go on my Super Olympic. But they're a wonderful set, and I'll do a separate video on that. Where were we? Okay. Now, so I got the drums all cleaned up, got the new heads on it. I did a basic, just out of wrinkle, a little bit more than just out of wrinkle, tuning on the heads. And so let me make sure all the snares were singing a little bit when I hit something today, so yeah, it might make a little bit of noise. Big of those. ProMark 7As. I don't usually use 7As, I like 7Bs. Because I had to buy a whole new pack of the Vic Firsts. These are 5Bs, which I like. Are those? Oh, these are 5As, not 7As. But I like these Vic Firsts. These are nice. But these ProMarks, these white ones, these 5As, can only be had with the tune-up kits as well, with all the stuff that comes in the package. And like I said, I'll do a second video on that. But I'm dying because everybody ended up going downtown right now, so I got some time to yeah, our David R doesn't have these problems. But let's hear what these heads sound like with no one here when I actually can put some ass onto them. So again, these are the Aquarian Super 2 ring, 12, 13, 16. Snare's ringing somewhere. Must be this one. Yeah, it's that one. Boy, that batter head on that thing looks like it's been through hell and back. Oh, it's that one, okay. But she sounds pretty good. And I think think I don't even need a studio ring for that one. I think it sounds pretty good on as it is. But I have to fool around with the tuning. I did not buy a drum dial. I'd planned on it. I caught a lot of flack for mentioning it. I did not buy one. I'm not using it as a tool to tune for me. I'm just using it to double check my work. But anyways, and here's the bass drum. Now, the bass drum came with the Remo Power Stroke on it, and the Power Stroke, I mean, all the heads were crap, but the Power Stroke on the bass drum was brand new, and it has a Remo power dot in the center of it. There was no marks on it whatsoever. So I'm thinking maybe the set came to the Guitar Center without the head, or the head were wrecked, so they ended up putting that because they had it there. I don't know if they did that or not, but this is what the bass drum sounds like with no muffling, no pillow in it. I like it. So, after all said and done, I'm happy I got the Olympic. It fits me. I'm the cheap drums guy. I don't need a higher end kit. I had the opportunity to buy a brand new Premier Artist Birch set out of Gifford Music in England. I opted not to. I could have got it, but I decided not to because I needed a lot of parts to fix up what I had. You know, there's no sense of buying $1,000 drum kit, a shell pack, and then having to go back again and spend $500 or $600 more on all the accoutrement to outfit the rest of my snares. But I have to find a home for my 4 non-Premier snares, and I have enough room on the rack over there. But one can never have too many snares, right? But anyways, another thing I picked up when I was ordering heads at Sweetwater, at the last minute I just remembered on my order that my UFO drum that I made, I had that crappy stock head on it. Not anymore, baby. So I was looking up EMADs at Sweetwater, and of course when you look up, you know, stuff like that, it'll also say starting at or one as low as, and the reason for that is because it's either a display model or a demonstrator. So there was a Remo EMAD 2, or not Remo, excuse me, Evans EMAD 2 demo model. So I'm like, well, it's $5 or $6 cheaper. Why not? I'll just go with that because it's going on just a UFO drum. And if it was junk, they wouldn't sell it anyways. But anyway, so I bought that. And when it came here, brand new package. It didn't even look like it had been opened, to tell you the truth. So I put an EMAD 2 on the UFO. And you want to hear something? Yeah. Holy crap. And I haven't even tuned it yet. And it sounds pretty cool. I flicked it. When I put the head on this morning, I'm like, oh, this is going to sound so good. That makes me feel all kind of funny. But I've got a busy day ahead of me today. So I already finished with my Janista, the Red Blaze, and the Red Moon Gels. I came out of the snare kit, and you'll see all that when I open it up when I do the Super Olympic. Oh, so that one's finished. I just had the 2032 upstairs, and I stay up there to do it so I can listen to the dogs and keep them shut, keep their mouths shut because they bark at everything going down the road. But this is this one matches. The 2032 is an XPK snare, and it matches my kit. This is steel gray. This is maroon lacquer. It matches my APK kit because of the lugs. However, just the color's a little off, but that doesn't matter too much. And I got that brand new top bearing on there. I really like those heads. And the Janista has a UV1. I never had a UV1 on. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was UV1. I don't think I had one or if I do, I don't remember. So that's pretty cool. So I have the 1030, I have the 1036 coming today. I know I have a brand new head around here somewhere for it. I'm not sure which one I'm going to use on that. It's a chrome over steel. 1036 is a 14 by 6.5. It'll look like it'll look like the Super Olympic and my 1006 as well. It's just, she's a big thick girl. I still have to work on the snare that came with this one, and hopefully our printer has got ink so I can print off the badge for it, because it kind of bugs me, and I won't put it on the snare stand until it has the badge. Call me silly, but I don't know. I'm gonna be playing for a little while until those guys come back, so I'm gonna put the Janista on there for now. And I really like to throw off on that. That's really nice. Let's see what she sounds like. Ooh, I gotta straighten that a little bit, get her moved out. Pure sounds. Oh yeah. Very, very pleased. And now my collection's pretty much complete. I don't want any more drums. Nothing catches my eye online, and you know, I am pretty content. And I plan on, well, I wouldn't say specializing, but feature Premier drums in my videos, just because that's the brand I choose. You know, a lot of guys have their Tamas and their Pearl fans and stuff, but nobody gives Premier any love, and well, that's what I'm here for. Even if I gotta use old used kits, but that's fine and dandy. But I wanted a Premier snare collection, and I've got 7 now, and that's more than enough, because then I got 3 others, and I just realized now I got 11 snare drums. Holy crap. But I'm done with those as well. But so that went over the snare packs. I think that pretty much covered everything. I've got probably about 5 or 6 videos of stuff that I can do, and I think you really get a kick out of the snare tune-up kit, because that is a fantastic value. I'll just run over real quick. You get, well, this one is that's the Evans 52 or 56, whatever it's called, but you get the 2 heads. You get the Pure Sound wires, Pure Sound straps, a set of sticks, the dampeners. You get the lug grease, stainless steel cleaner. I mean, you get quite a bit. I mean, there's quite a bit in that package for $76. I only bought 2. I wish I could have bought 7 to outfit all the snares, but you know, it is a lot of money, and I didn't want to freaking, you know, I'm gonna retire soon. I want something in the bank, so. Oh, and I got something else. Hold on a second. And yes, I'm going to outfit the other snares with Pure Sounds. This I'm really tickled about. I hear a lot of my music and they're using brushes, so I opted to pick up a pair of brushes, and these are Vic First. Not exactly sure of the model. I can't figure read it, and there's a light down here. They're pretty cool though. I like the little thing it comes in. But that's something new, and I think I better start taking some more lessons, or starting to work on lessons more. I mean, I do play. I mainly still just play, but I like learning now and again. And I got to work on my Purdy shuffle. Not with these. Well, I could probably do with these too, but anyways, I wanted something to do while everybody's gone presently. Let you know what's going on, and we're taking a little tour tomorrow up at the Sleeping Bear Dunes National Lakeshore. Huge, massive, 300-foot tall sand dunes overlooking Lake Michigan. You can see for like 30 miles. Absolutely spectacular place. But we're going to take our friends and the exchange student up there, so maybe I'll film that and throw it in later as an add-on. But anyways, with that being said, I'm Todd, the Cheap Drums Guy, and hope all you have a wonderful Memorial Day weekend and a safe weekend, and I'll talk to you later. God, what a mess down here. Holy